So I'm here with Sergeant Commenda right now and Officer Friscia in the 121 precinct, and the both of them have been dating for a few years now. But we're going to be asking them a couple of questions to really get a test on them as officers who date on the job. So the both of you, how long have you guys been dating together? And Carissa, has Danny influenced you at all to become a police officer?
We have been dating almost 5 years.
Okay,
Yep.
almost 5 years. And any influence?
No. Actually, my father influenced me.
Father
to,
influenced
yeah,
you.
to be on
Okay.
the job.
But you guys
It's
started
cool.
dating beforehand?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
cool being with somebody on the job, though. It
Yeah.
helps a lot. So
All right, that's great. Working different tours of duty, right? How do you guys find time for each other? And then on date nights, who sacrifices their
Me.
sleep?
me, I sacrifice my sleep.
Yeah, I would say she's the one that sacrifices the sleep. My schedule is a little easier and a little more flexible. Being that I'm a little more senior than her, I have almost 18 years on the job now, and she's got almost one. So I'm able to work around her schedule a little easier than she's unable to work around mine. So when we have the time off, we try to spend as much time together as we can. But she's great about coming home late and waking up early so we can get stuff done.
All right, well, that's great. That's awesome. What's the most unexpected perk about dating another officer? And do you guys get to skip, the job stress questions?
I think as a rookie cop, the benefit of dating a cop, sergeant now, is that if I have any job that I'm not sure of the answer, instead of calling my boss, bothering my boss, I could just call him. He's a phone call away. What do I do with this job? How do I end this one? How do I mark my camera? So it's a benefit for myself. It helps me and my partner.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that one.
Okay. Obviously, the job is very stressful. There's a lot of stresses that go into the job on and off duty. And, with the rise in suicide rates and everything going on right now, there's so much stress. Is it easy for you guys to talk about the job since you both are on it?
Yeah, it's easy to talk about the job. We also don't tend to bring the job home, and that's the main key you have to remember on the job. Job, it's not your life; it's your job. So it's easy to talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to relate, to each other when it comes to stuff like that happens. God forbid, we lose a member or someone gets hurt. It's easier to relate, but it also is a little bit of an added stress because, I have concerns that God forbid something would happen to her when she's at work, and I'm sure it's the same way, vice versa. So. It's a little bit of both. And we're able to relate to each other a little better than if someone was or wasn't on the job, but it also adds a little bit of concern because we both have to deal with the stresses that come with
The
the
danger of
career.
the job. Yeah.
So in your relationship, what is harder? Dealing with EDPs at work or the stresses at home when you guys get in an argument?
You could answer that one.
In my almost 18 years with the department, I have dealt with countless EDPs, and some worse than others. And I would say each and every one of them were easier than dealing with a fight at home. I may be a sergeant here and a supervisor at work, but she tends to make me feel like I'm not the boss at home. So
Definitely not. Like I'm like the highest ranker at home.
All right, good. That's good. You should be in charge.
Yeah.
What's one thing that each of you think you know about each other, but the other would say that you're absolutely wrong?
I think he thinks he knows me so well when I have these attitudes, but it's just a female being a female at the end of the day, and he loves to say, what are you mad about? I'm like, nothing, this is just my face. Like, I'm not mad, so I don't think he knows me in that way. Like, he's not very good at judging my facial expressions if I'm happy or not.
I would say she is absolutely positive when she thinks she has a point and thinks that she's the best investigator
I am.
when it comes to anything that she's looking into. And so a lot of the time,
I'm right.
I believe she can be wrong, and she won't accept that. But I think that she thinks that it's impossible for her to, be wrong or mistaken, and I think that she tends to be sometimes.
Disagree.
Hey, well, listen, this was amazing, bringing the human side of the badge to a relationship, different side that people really don't get to see.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
And keep your relationship healthy.
We will. Thank you.
Well.